What's going on YouTube? It's Biggs. We're back at it again with another One Piece trading card game video. Today is going to be a fun deck. Vivi, unlike Isho from last week, I actually think she's in a better spot overall. So she might be more than just a fun deck or meme deck or whatever you want to call it. She's definitely kind of benefits from the fact that red is a little hit a little bit with the Rad Beam, the 9-drop, and stuff like that. Mainly because you can actually punish Whitebeard a little better. Things like Chaka are really interesting. On like paper, they don't sound that strong, but into Whitebeard's early game, Chaka does a lot of interesting like interplay, as you'll see in the video. As you can go 1 onto Chaka, attack 6, which is good, into Whitebeard in general, reduce one of their 6k beaters, and then play like a Marco. If you have multiple, you can even kill things like Thatch. So this Chaka is definitely the #1 reason why I think Vivi has a shot at being viable. This card is amazing. Out of all the Alabasta cards that came out, this is definitely the card to be playing and the reason to be playing Vivi. Her leader ability circumvents the I can't attack myself by giving all my other characters rush when I play them for 2 extra Dawn, and she draws a card. So similar to Rebecca, but Rebecca just, her endgame is just so much better between Luffy and Kuroda Coliseum, giving all her characters that like pseudo rush for the board for free every turn going forward, and then it's only a 1 Dawn investment. And then having multiple copies like sit in your hand isn't even that bad when you can discard them for other effects. So I think overall, when you're comparing leader to leader, Rebecca definitely pulls ahead, but that is not to say that Vivi doesn't have anything going for her, because again, Marco, Chaka go extremely well together. Being able to do Chaka into a Fire Fist is really strong. I'm playing around with the removal suite. Again, I added the Fire Fist just because not a lot of people have been playing red, but there was definitely a big uptick recently. I've seen some more Law players, some Whitebeard players, as we'll see in the video. So it's definitely warranted. I think maybe not 2, maybe 1. But overall, the deck is super solid. Not all the games in the video, I think, represent how good the deck can be. Some of it is just TCG variants, so take some of that with a grain of salt. I definitely like our top end, as like red and blue are very interesting together. Like red helps you fill in those gaps as well as giving you like some early removal so that you can leverage some of the blue bombs that we have. So I really like it. I'm running 12 2k counters, Sanji just to against other decks that are trying to starve you out, like Rebecca, etc. Just gives you a way to draw. Obviously, we're using Nami. Nami, if you didn't know, is really important in the deck because it helps us find 3000 Worlds and Red Rock, as they're both Straw Hat Crew. Being able to find your defensive options as well as removal is super solid. So again, I would rather play this over VV Searcher, the 2-cost guy that's a 3k, I think. Just again, because I don't believe some of the options that VV has is just better than what we're doing here. The only other card I would consider would be Pell. Pell's not too bad. Let me see him real quick. Where are you, Pell? Where are you, Birdman? There you go. KO to one of your opponent's characters with a 4 cost or less, or 4k power or less. This could probably be in position of Dofi. But I don't like any of the other red options, like Resh Luffy or adding Ressoro. I don't think we're that style of deck. Or at least the way we built this deck, I don't think that would fit. But maybe Pell would probably be better over Doflamingo, as they're not searchable anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Pell definitely synergizes with the leader ability better. And we do have cost reduction with Chaka, so it just overall might just sequence better. So definitely consider that when building the deck. I played the games as you see it, so we'll see how that goes. Guys, Don't forget to like and subscribe before we go forward. There's so many of you watching our videos. Some of you yelling at me in the comments for the last for Monday's videos still. Um, Again, it's all discourse, so I'm not taking it as, you know, in a negative way. I wish you guys could look past the first 5 minutes when I take a dump on yellow as a mechanic. I don't care about color. But if you guys are liking the content, please hit that like button, that subscribe, comment down below. It really helps the channel a lot. We're almost at 1K subscribers, so that's really huge. Planning on doing a giveaway. I have an extra 25th anniversary binder, so that might be something that we do for 1K. But let's hop into some games. I'm talking way too much.
All right, we got our first game into Queen with Vivi. This could be an interesting matchup for sure. As far as our hand, we have a 3 and then a 7, and then Sanji can help us draw if he tries to go with the starve out strat. So we'll try it. So we'll Dofi first, see what our next cards are going to be. I don't mind this in case he plays like a crap blocker. So we'll place on top. We'll go like this. Yeah, that's fine. And pass. We'll see how he's approaching the matchup with this turn. So he is going to attack me. We'll take the first hit. No trigger. So there's pound. Just because it's only a 3 cost or less, I'm not too worried. We'll give him rush, but I'm not going to attack yet just because next turn I can bounce this out of my way, and at worst he plays more blocker here. We'll take one more. I'm not too upset with this, but just because of Yamato and stuff like that. Attack 5. The good thing for me is that he's not going to be able to leverage this leader ability anytime soon, so I can actually do some work as far as the board and stuff is concerned. It's a good pickup for later. We'll just play the Marco and give it rush as well and attack. Yellow still doesn't do too well with going wide, so being able to play 2 beaters here is pretty good for us. He has to deploy the Kaya. He probably has too much clog with the like 9s and stuff, or doesn't. Maybe too much blocker. It's probably looking for his 9s. He could Mihawk here. It would suck, but yeah. Well, 2K. Just to protect what little stuff I have. Little Nami. I found technically what I was looking for, but not what I really wanted there. Yeah, this looks like we're gonna play Suga King. I'll bounce my 2K back to hand. We'll get rid of Chaka. Oy. I don't really want to get rid of any of our defensive stuff here. I guess happiness doesn't really do much against these things, so we'll ditch the happiness punch. We'll draw a card. And I won't attack, just because Chaka, if he doesn't answer Chaka, helps me at least trade with one of these things. Pretty far in, kind of annoyed, no red rock yet. Hopefully they're not stuck in the life right now. He finds his first. We'll 2K one hit with Sanji. We'll take one more hit, and then we'll block. Red and blue is an interesting color combination. And like being able to play like a offensive tempo game. But we definitely struggle from both aspects. Like once we get to a certain point, like they just go way bigger. So we're falling behind a wee bit here. I'm half tempted to redraw this with Sasaki. Because what he could technically do here is just soak damage. Dump a little from hand next turn, and then start activating the leader ability. I still can't answer these things. If I get rid of the blocker, I can at most swing, what, 12 into this thing? But he still keeps me Hawk, and that's my whole turn. Like, this is not looking too hot. We have way too much defense. I'm gonna try Sasaki. Okay. That was helpful. So we'll do this here. And then I'll use Soga King to kind of block for me if he now can't go for lethal on me. And pass. There's another one. That sucks. We'll just do this and this. This is unfortunate as heck. Resolves. Traded defense for answers, but now it might be too late. Yeah, I wish I had better answers for these guys. So I could bounce, but then I'm dead on the crackback with all my Don tapped. I guess we do this again. We'll find 2K Sanji. We'll set up Dofi. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog crying. She wants cookies. What can I do here, realistically? Like, even if I had set up the draw and then drew, I wouldn't have enough Don to get rid of one more. So, I guess we'll play Chaka. And pass with defense up. Or I can attack with Sasaki, I guess. Might have been bad sequencing. I should have attacked first, just in case. Alright, no punish, but that was bad. I was kind of breaking down like each aspect of the turn in my head without putting it all together. Oof. This is gross. Like I said, this is kind of what happens when you don't draw the removal like as you need it. 2K. Little beam. And we kind of just get stuck with eating the damage here. Interesting. I mean, you have lethal anyway, my man. There's not much me keeping Sasaki would do, unless your hand sucks. I think the next card under this was a 2K counter. Not much. So we'll get rid of this. We can attack here. And this just blocks. I mean, he probably has more answers in hand, yeah. And that's the whole turn. You saw too much of the low end stuff, unfortunately. Just swing out, man. I'm gonna give you your win. I'll just give it to you so we can hop into the next one. We got a game. It's a Whitebeard. As I said, this deck is not dead. Just nobody wants to play red, so this will be interesting to see how this one goes. I actually don't mind going first. This is pretty good, if I do say it myself. So we'll go Nami. I think we'll take a Rad Beam. Let him go. You do want to save this for 9-drop, but now that we're in a format, presumably, I mean, we still don't have the whole picture yet on what Bandai wants to do, but presumably there's no more than just the 1 9-drop here, so this is pretty good. Yes, Thatch. Thatch is a problem. We'll just play Chaka and turn. My dog is totally sitting on top of my desk right now. She's only like 6 pounds. What do you want, lady? I'll take a hit. No trigger. There's Atmos. I actually do some really cool stuff with like Chaka against these 6Ks. So you can attack with Chaka, Marco something. There's a lot of things I could do. Just need more Dawn. So you like double Chaka, bust this down. I'm not gonna attack with Chaka for that reason though. So we'll search. Take a guard point. Then I'll just play Chaka number 2 and pass. I'll 2k one hit. I'll use the trigger. Just cause now, just in case he plays Fire Fist, there are beards that do this. Oh, come on, bro. Let me do it. Yeah, the plan was just to go Chaka Chaka into Marco, clear the thatch, and just have him be a sad boy. Oh.
We're playing into Nami. This is an awkward one, but I do like our Sanji here, so we'll keep. This is a weird one. So we'll play Sanji pass. Our hand's pretty mid. But I'm just going to use the Sanji to help me out. Did you just attack me openly? Sure. What? I'll do this. Take a life. Attack for 7. Maybe he meant to attach it down here? That's still wild. We'll give this rush. Take a life. That was rubber band? Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Take. Did his job. Interesting card to play, but no. We'll do it one more time, and we'll attack 7. Next turn I'll be able to get a little more value. Guess we'll take punch. I mean, that's all I can take. And pass. Sanji gets so much value against decks that don't attack into you this set, which is pretty often, so having this ability is really strong. So if you are in red, or you're going to be playing red still, consider Sanji, for sure.
Prevent yourself from getting drained. Sure. I no longer need it. I'm at 1. Can I do anything different? Still at 31 cards. Granted, I don't really have pressure either, but once these start coming down, it gets better. Just bounce our Nami back and play it again. Take the rock. Pass. He hasn't shown me that he plays any like removal yet. Some of them still do it for, you know, better or worse. I have too many cards in my hand anyway, so counter. We'll do this. I like doing these, even though it's a lot of Dawn investment, I still like doing it against Nami just because it adds to their deck count again. I'll play Sanji. Just draw a card, attack for 7. I'm not gonna do this, obviously, because he could just go like 15k into me. Lucky Punk. Go ahead. It's 2 Kaya gone, 1 on the board. It's not too bad. Oh, 2k. Well, Smargo goes pretty good. We'll attach 2 to Sanji. Attack for 5. 5, 6, 9. That's all the same shit against Nami at this point. He left all that Dawn up. Give Marco a rush. Attack. We'll play Nami. I can actually take the red meme and be okay. See what he decides to do here. Without any draw pieces, am I a psycho? Probably. I go 5, 7, 9. Just keep my characters on board to attack. Gets Death Winku. It's attack 6. Can counter out, use Deathwing to draw 1 or 2. Oh, gets the full draw. Pass. See what he decides to do here. He's still working with very little resources, with only 3 in hand and 15, 16 cards in deck. In the trash, he's got 3 rubber band, 2 bell, peel off. That's all 4 rubber band. All 4 gavel, all 4 rubber bands, 3 death winks. It's another bell. There's 2 bells here. Yeah, I don't think he has much going on. We'll red and 2K. Then we'll honestly, I'm okay with doing this. Just put it on the bottom of the deck. Draw. And we'll attack for 6. At this point, I think you kind of have to take. That's all 4 bell. Yeah, this game's over. He has no more resources. He needs Mr. 1s to stay alive. That's 1 Mr. 1, 2 Mr. 1, 3 Kaya, 4 Kaya. This is just bad RNG. I've been facing a lot of really good Nami with RNG on their side this week. Like, I think I'm like 3 per 2. So it's crazy to see how much bad luck this guy has. Yeah. I think you just take. There's a peel off. He still has that going for him. It's more Miss All Sunday. He finally gets his Mr. 1. He gets gavel, but you cannot use it. You need to discard, right? I mean, you can use it, I guess. Just to not die, we'll counter. We'll use this to put down the bottom. I'm just gonna keep doing that to make my life easier. I finally drew Chaka. I'm at 22 cards. Jesus. Gets a little more lucky. He's at 11. No more Kaya though. And no rubber band. The 1 gavel. Ooh, gets rid of another peel off. That sucks. He might still have peel off in the next couple. It's peel off number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Able to buy back gavel. He needs. I don't know. That's rough. This has to be an. What's it called? There's 1 impelled. 2 all-stars, 3 all-stars. If this is an all-star, I lose. 100,000%. So, oh man, that's gonna be sad times for me. So we'll go Chaka. Go 3 and 2. Actually, this doesn't matter. So I can attach 1. If this is impel down all stars, I cry. If it's not in his hand, stuck. Okay. Nami Swan. I didn't check to see actually if he has more Spada either. It's one Spada. There's a high chance two Spada. Oh man, there's a high chance that I just died a trigger here. Lucky bastard. Oh, I'll give it to you. Oh man. GG. Alright, final game. We'll be into law. Ah man. Today has been not a good day for Vivi, but you know, we're trying. um just because we're going first and we have Chaka, don't like Sogeking into this matchup, obviously. Bouncing anything into law is bad. But we'll try. Chaka just goes nuts in this match. Late game, if I can keep this on board, Chaka into Marcos are pretty busted. ST Nami, okay. More Chaka, the better. So we'll just play Chaka, pass. This into Fire Fist or 3000 Worlds is great. However, I do not want to see more Red Rock in this match. Double dot on, finds Searcher Nami now. What's he going to? Gets Rush Zero. And then I'm assuming just ST Nami, attach one. Or not. I mean, I wasn't gonna block anyway. That's pretty good. Just to keep myself protected, I'm not gonna attack with Chaka yet. I'm just gonna kill this Nami and pass. I don't want to give up Chaka just yet. I also really like saying Chaka. So he goes Bonnie. This double Chaka swing can help me. He gets ST Law. He might just naturally have drawn Blocker Law, so it's not like I'm out of the woods yet. Finds the Otama, and that's exactly why I didn't want to play Chaka just yet. So we'll shambles here to here, most likely, because he probably has it. If he doesn't have it, however, that's pretty big for me. Like if he just tries to restand this with Law, that's pretty big. No, but he has it. Interesting enough, he leaves this on the board. A little 2K. I'll take this one. Alright, just the Chaka parade right now. We'll go 6 here, reduce Law. And then I can KO the Otama for free. That's pretty big. Yep. Then I can play Chaka. Draw, give him rush. Attack. Pop there. So I think he'll be able to answer one, but definitely not all of it. And then let's attack for 6 one more time. We have a little bit of counter in hand, not the greatest. So he goes Bonnie. To Luffy. To Nami. To Choppy. Can Bounce this into a Luffy. To help him try and answer board a little bit here. See how he decides to go about it. You could use one rested to attach here, attach one active, attack, attack, shambles Luffy attack. Just go Zoro again. Really? I'll take one more. You're not Zoro. You're playing the wrong deck, friend. 2K that one. Alright, we'll go Chaka. We'll attack here. KO here. Okay. All the data. Do this. Attack here. KO there. If he's not throwing away 2Ks, then that is a pretty good sign. If he's just gonna double ditch searchers. If he has to pitch 2 more cards to protect the Zoro. Like we know ST Law gives me the chopper. Bad news bears, friend. We'll go Chaka again. And we'll go there. Yep. And then we'll pretend I have something with 1 Don, and we'll attack 6. Probably takes. I mean, he has to be careful with his own life here. At this point, the role has went from control to aggro deck. So now, I'm the aggro deck in this situation. He has to figure out a way to stop me from winning the game. My hand is bricked though. I'm definitely gonna have to play Sogeking next turn to unbrick this shit hand. Decides to just take the hit. Okay. It's attaching them to Nami. Because I think he's going to attempt lethal here. Goes Zoro. Could go Bonnie and a chopper. Nope. I mean, if I stop 1 hit here, bro, you're wasting your... Okay. Like, bad plays aside, guys, like, I don't really think, realistically, depending on how his hand is set up, like, he's going to be able to play out of this spot. Granted, he did waste a lot of resources early. And triple Chaka is triple Chaka, let's be real. I killed Law, I killed Zoro, I popped his whole board. Just do this. Do 1 more. Goes Law. Would take the 2K, to be honest, since you just left my entire board. just go one Chaka here. No target. Again, we know one is SC Zoro, or Law, and then the other one's Luffy, and then 3 cards that we don't know about. So again, if he pitches 2 1Ks, the game's pretty much done here. Oh, I'm sorry, we know one's Bonnie. So it's 1K, 1K, no counter, 2 cards. Okay, so he has 1K, no counter, and then 1 card we don't know about. Let me just KO the Law. Yeah, there was no playing out of that. I mean, misplays aside. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Ups and downs for today. I don't really think some of the games are representative of the deck overall. Obviously, in the 2-second Whitebeard match, you got to see like how we can leverage this Chaka, which again, I think is the best reason to be playing Vivi. I think this card is just nuts. And then obviously you get access to the best removal in the game in blue. So overall, I think the deck is still pretty solid. Cards you could definitely play around with are this Dofi. Red just doesn't have like that gap filler I want. I don't think going aggressive and adding like Zoros or Rush Luffy is like that mid-ish game point of the game, like where I want to play something over more control options here. I do like that this can hit 7s. That includes like Big Moms or any of the 6 drops. Sometimes the extra 1K counter stat, or 1K counter, the 1K in power matters over playing just 4 Sogeking. Definitely want an extra copy of 3000 Worlds, but again, I just wanted to try Fire Fist, and as you saw, there was definitely a lot more players playing Law and Whitebeard today. Didn't find any Zoros, unfortunately. But again, I still think there's a definite case to be made for this card in the meta going forward for those aggro decks. Since again, we are playing a very control-heavy strategy early before we turn gears towards the end and try and leverage our advantage on board. 10-drop Kaido, again, you can make arguments, maybe Mihawk or some combination of this and Mihawk might be better overall, but I definitely still like this. In my test games that I didn't have on camera from the other day, he actually went pretty hard for me. Just again, being able to tempo the turn in my favor and then have him have to worry about my 12k swings by answering 2 cards on his board was pretty huge, especially into decks like yellow. So don't sleep on this card. I think it's pretty good. And overall, really happy with the deck. Maybe some more blocker possibly as well. Might be something we can consider. This 50 card like syndrome that we have to go through is always tough when you're making decks, because like I wish I could add more cards, but I can't. Bandai, give us sideboards, please. After Worlds. Make that happen. That's it, guys. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for when I upload more videos. Till then, peace.